Nithyananda everyone, welcome back to the Bhavasamadhi Darshan. Now we'll enter into the glimpses of the glorious past on the 27th of the May. Starting with the year 2004, and on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, conducted a 4-day experiential meditation program called Nithyananda Spurna Program. And the program helped an individual to transform their understanding of life and death, learn to overcome all their problems and their insecurities, let go of the guilt and the painful memories, be healed of sleep disorders, experience the joy of a spontaneous living. Below are some of the pictures taken during the program on the day 4. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, gave a powerful technique to get liberated from the root of all the sufferings, depressions, and stress in the life. During the process, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained the process of Engrams, how they directly affect our life and how to get them healed. The Guru is the one who not only liberates from the past, but brings liberation from accumulating more and more in the repetition process. So on this day, on the same year, the year of 2005, 27th May, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted a question and answer session with the delegates of Sri Kailasa, where he answered on the various questions related to the living enlightenment, stress addictions, Engrams, mind, and enlightenment. Let us watch this video to get more understanding.
So now if you have any questions to ask about this whole subject, you are welcome.
Are engrams also accumulated from previous births? And are engrams only related to negative experiences? Because they said pleasure was not recorded.
First thing, from previous life also you record, you bring engrams. That's one. Next thing, anything related to pleasure never gives you trouble. But one thing happens, anything related to pleasure makes you addict. So if you want to get rid of addiction, you need to work on the pleasure engrams. But as of now, first let us work on the engrams which gives us pain, insecure feeling, stress and difficulties. Then we will bother about the addictions.
Engrams from previous births. If we can't recall incidents.
No, you see, with auditors, sitting with an auditor you can't recall. But sitting with a master you can recall. He can put you into that depth. Here auditor is also a normal man. He can't take you to that deep, that depth. But master can take you to the depth. One more thing, auditor can only reduce the power of the engram or erase it. Only master can install something because of which you will never collect any more engrams. He will not only clear it, he will collect an energy field inside through which you will not collect any more engrams. That's what we call Videha Mukti, means liberated beyond the body even when you are in the body. Jivan Mukti, a person who has cleared all the engrams and who will not accumulate any more engram, only we call as Jivan Mukta. Yes.
Swamiji, what about the language plays in this part? Meaning, basically,
language plays a very good role. But if you can understand other language, we can work on you in the language which you understand.
Suppose the person goes to some other country where he does not know the language completely. So he goes through the accident or something. And what happens?
The emotion, the meaning of the words padartha gets recorded, and that can be an inspiration. That can do the same process. Understand? If in the same incident, Instead of English command, if those guys, that paramedical people, if they are speaking in Hindi, don't think it will not create a negative effect. It will create a negative effect because the meaning will get recorded inside. Not only what you hear, what you see also gets recorded. So there will be an impact of negative impact, the same amount of negative impact, because in unconscious level, in reactive level, you understand all languages. You see everything, you understand everything, you perceive everything. Only in conscious level you understand one or two languages. In unconscious level you can understand all the languages.
So Abhijit, this engram, does it get integrated only in the unconscious state, or one can be conscious also, but in the background something could be going on? You could get integrated.
No, usually in conscious state it never gets, much never happens. Only in unconscious state, when you are stressed, under pain, unconscious only, at those moments it gets recorded.
Swamiji, samskaras and vasanas.
Here comes a beautiful question. Almost one and the same, except a small technical difference. Vasana is just a memory. Samskara is memory plus emotional attachment to the memory. Vasanas will not have much power to make you to do the same thing, but samskaras will have enough of power to make you to do the same thing. Again, the addiction to the tea or coffee is samskara, or just an addiction for walking is vasana. Early morning walking, it will not be too powerful, but the early morning coffee will be very powerful. So if it is with emotional attachment, it is samskara. If it doesn't have emotional attachment, just a vague memory, vasana.
One more question. He spoke about even body pain related to that.
Yes, there are a lot of engrams which continuously keeps pain in you. For example, if you are sitting in your house and you had a fight with somebody, at the time you had a knee pain and headache, and whenever you fight with anybody, you will have the same knee pain and headache again, coming back, and it will not leave you. That's the problem. Here, these people work on one by one engrams. In NSP, I try to work on the whole. I just work on the whole engrams. And here you have to tell your auditor, which is very difficult to trust somebody. In NSP, you don't have to trust anybody. Directly you expose, you open up to the existence. So, the NSP is far more deeper technology than this. Now we are going to work on much more deeper technology than NSP.
When you're using the term unconscious, do you mean like coma unconscious or
coma unconscious? Everything can be called as unconscious.
So even
whenever your logic is not working, even your dream state is unconscious.
What about during waking state? What's unconscious during that?
Waking state, you don't usually feel the unconscious state.
But like right now, we're talking, but at some level I'm aware of sitting on something hard.
So it means it's the effect of smell of unconscious, not unconscious itself. In this mood you cannot record anything new, but you will suffer by what is recorded already.
But if you were to say something to me that that made me feel bad,
and then
that would be.
Then pain comes after once the pain happens, you start recording. Then again you are unconscious.
But I'm conscious. I'm not conscious.
No. When pain happens, for that moment you fall in unconscious and come back. Only when you fall in unconscious, pain happens. Otherwise pain cannot happen. The same incident may not put you into pain if you don't fall in unconscious.
Leslie, how about when you're sleeping, if you hear something, does that also get recorded?
No. You see, that time, nothing much gets recorded and nothing much is disturbed. The sleeping time, you don't allow anything inside.
One more question. Are all physical problems and mental problems related to some engram? Or is it only
99.99%. is related to some engrams. Yes.
So the all suffering can be erased.
Yes. All suffering. When I say all, capital A-L-L.
That's it.
In on NSP, one lady, she's a doctor. She had a tumor in Muladhara. 3 times she underwent surgery, but again and again the tumor appeared. And she was writing all her guilts in the NSP. And in the time of writing, she started profusely weeping. I asked her, what is happening? Why? She came near me and she told me she has been abused in the young age. And she started weeping. I just put my hand on her head and not only removed that samskara and installed a conscious experience so that she will not accumulate that samskara anymore. She will not again do that rewinding, playback. And I put the conscious energy and relaxed. You will be surprised. I don't know whether you will believe it or not. Within a month, the tumor disappeared, never came back, already 1 year over. Within a month, tumor has disappeared. And it never came back, it came back, already 1 year over now. She has done NSP, 1 year over. Nothing. That our anger, because she has been abused towards herself. You see, actually the anger was, she was not able to express it on the person. She is too young. So she has expressed it on herself. She has condemned herself. She started hating the part of that part of the body. She started hating her own body, that part of her own body. Then that energy blockage, that hatred has become a tumor. So how many times you try to remove it physically, it comes back. Because the mental setup is there. That will create that problem. But once that mental setup, that root is destroyed, the engram is destroyed, and a conscious energy is installed there, simply healing happened and never came back. The tumor never came back. So there are so many things in our life, so many diseases of our life is related to these engrams. To these engrams. If we can work, it can completely be destroyed.
The way I look at this thing, engrams, it's something that came up with nature, not that we have created. Means it happens to every human being.
No, it is not nature, societal. Natural is different, societal is different. It is not natural. Body is natural, mind is societal. Body is the gift of the nature, mind is the gift of society. Look at these guys. Yesterday you saw the Yamunotri guys.
Yeah.
They are able to walk carrying you all the way.
Yeah.
But you can't even imagine carrying your body and walking there. Their body and your body, both are given to us by nature. But their mind and our mind are given by a different society. That's where the problem starts. The small man carrying a big lady and walking all the way up. Because they have been given that mind by that society. So they know they can do. We have been given this mind by our society. We know we can't walk. Leave about carrying somebody. Carrying your own body is not. Carrying some body is out of question. Carrying your body itself is impossible. Because of the societal. Body is natural, mind is societal, suicidal.
Swamiji, in the case of children who are born with either mental illness or
Past life engrams.
so how can they then clear in this life?
Master only can do. No auditor can do. Only the auditor of the world can do. So when I heal, I just burn the engrams, that's all. My presence is so powerful, the Master's presence is so sharp, That is why his allergies and all just like that disappears. Any allergy, nothing, only one touch disappears. The auditors has to sit with that person for 10 hours to remove one allergy. I don't know even after 10 hours whether they will be able to remove it or not. Vivek only can tell. Vivek, 10 hours they take at least?
Depends on their
Level of the engram. But here, the healing, just one touch. Vivek himself can say some experience of healing.
Basically I went through ASP, I was wearing glasses, I'm not wearing anymore. So it's a bit,
Just after ASP.
yeah.
Just after ASP glasses, he has dropped the glasses. Because the engram is erased. You don't need anymore.
And I've been wearing glasses since I was 9th class or something. Oh God. Since I was 14 years. 14.
Okay. That's what. Allergies just like that disappear. How do you think? Because the presence of the master is so powerful, it's such a burning energy. He's like a phosphorus. The moment you keep the phosphorus anywhere, whatever is around it, it will be burnt away. So he's a much more than phosphorus. He just burns it away. When the sun rises, lotus blooms by itself. So when the master's presence happens, your heart opens by itself. All the engrams are burnt away. That's what they say. Dattabijam Gramanam means the seed will be burnt away by the presence of the master. He burns all the samskaras once for all. So that not only in this janma you will not have these sufferings, you will not carry any samskaras even in the future janmas. That is why the NSP is so important. The emphasis on the NSP is so much for all the people. Yes. Next question.
Swamiji, can you repeat the NSP?
Yes, you can repeat. But only one new name. New name will not be given once more, but you can repeat NSP. Do it in India. Better you try and do it in India, because in India I do it 4 days and it is intense.
Is there good samskaras?
No.
Are there anything like good samskaras? And
No. There is no such thing as good samskaras. There is no good garbage, bad garbage. All are garbage. We have to throw it away. Even the good garbage will make you feel first as a man. That itself shows it is a bad garbage. Good garbage means you may think, early morning I should get up and meditate. I should go on Sar Nithyananda Swami. I should go and do puja. These all only you will think as a good garbage or good samskara. Why do you want to meditate? Because you wanted to realize. So it says you are not already enlightened. It means it's a bad samskara. It cannot be called anymore as a good samskara. The moment it gives you the idea that you are not enlightened, you are man, it's a bad samskara. It cannot be anymore called as good samskara. See, one thing, whatever makes you feel that you are something less than God is low self-esteem. Because you are God. Whatever esteem you have about yourself, less than you being God is low self-esteem. So there is no good samskaras. Next.
But still the effect will not be so damaging like...
effect will not be so damaging, but you being a man itself is enough damage done to you. There is no other big damage can be done to you. You thinking you are a man, already the maximum damage is done to you. 99.9% damage is done. Remaining 1% will be done by the negative samskaras, that's all. So negative or positive, engrams do damage. The very idea that, you see, one thing you can say, with negative engrams you will be continuously suffering and you will try to get out of it. With positive engrams you will not be continuously suffering, you will not try to get out of it. So in a way negative engrams are good, it will lead you to enlightenment. It will remind you that you are not alright, there is something wrong in you. With the positive samskaras, you will not even remember, you will not even understand that there is something seriously wrong with you. So there is nothing called positive samskaras.
Swamiji, then the effect of television, Swamiji?
Oh God, effect of television is directly an engram. Because you are put by force into unconscious reactive mind when you watch television. That is why even you know that hero is alive. If you watch the movie, as if the scene is shown that hero is dying, you will weep. You will start weeping. You know that guy is alive. You might have seen him directly also. But if you see that he is dying, you will feel weeping. Or you will feel that low mood. Why? Because, understand one important thing, your eyes can grasp only 6 frames per second. If the movement of the frames are more than 6, automatically you will be pushed into reactive mind, unconscious zone. Whatever goes inside directly will be recorded inside your system. In the TV, it is more than 14 frames per second. So naturally your conscious analytical mind will be put to rest. Analytical mind is like a security who is standing at your gate. He discriminates who can be sent inside and who can't be sent inside. TV is like a just hitting the security on his head. He'll be knocked out. And simply the whomsoever is on the road, whole group will walk into your bedroom and straight away they will come and occupy your bedroom. So that is what TV does. After see, maximum 21 minutes, you will be able to manage with logic. But if you are watching more than 21 minutes TV, your logic will be knocked out, your analytical mind will be knocked out. Whatever is shown, straight away will walk into your reactive mind and it will go and sit there. That is why, after seeing movie and TV advertisements, you go to the shop and unconsciously ask, give me a Lux. Why do you think you ask? Because it is already recorded. It is recorded in your reactive mind. Simply you obey. So TV is also a dangerous mechanism. It will record directly all the things in your reactive mind. That is why whomsoever you see in TV or movie as a hero, you think that person is a real hero. Just understand, any popular hero, try to remember him without thinking he is a hero. Just remember his name without thinking he is a great person. You can't. That is why not only in India or South India, all over the world, the cine heroes are ruling and they become political heroes. They start ruling the country. Not only in India, not only in Tamil Nadu, even in LA, who is governor? Who is governor in California? Actor. That's all. First he established himself as a hero in all the reactive minds, collective reactive minds. So naturally they will vote for him over. The whole process is simple. And that's what. Whomsoever. But then once you establish in a person's reactive mind that you are a hero, things are done. Simply people vote for you. Whether it is America or India, the same logic. Of course in South India all rulers are only from cine field, cine hero heroines. Because they establish in the reactive mind of the people that they are heroes. Very, very, very dangerous. They can insert any idea into your head without knowing they are inserting into your head. Very dangerous.
I'm thinking of your acharyas and your healers. If the basis is the samskaras, then how is the healing by touching and directing your energy working? And also in the ASP, now that your acharyas are teaching it, is it as effective for the takers as it was when you were?
First thing, let me answer. How the healing happens by the energy. In the healer, first thing, our healers reach a state of clear. A person who has become clear, even though he is not enlightened by himself, he can radiate, he can allow the master's energy to penetrate through him. It's like the glass which is covering on the light. The glass itself is not shining, but it can allow the light to penetrate itself. The healers become a glass in front of me.
Moving to the next year, the year 2006, on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, amidst the sacred energy field of Himalayan Gangotri, described the mystical experience of his conscious birth. He explained how there being only the universal consciousness at first, the state of Satchitananda. He then narrates the first scene he was as he entered and assumed the body. He also described his mystical experience with his yoga guru Raghupati, who was an adept at extraordinary yogic shaktis. Moving to the next year, the year of 2012, on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expounded on Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 37, discusses the crucial value of personal experience to spirituality. Experience is the fire that burns away our ignorance. In the SPH beautiful word, experience flows into our system like a current and make our mind stop functioning in the same pattern. SPH gives a strong technique to ascertain that we do not stop short of the ultimate experience possible in the life. When we set goals for ourselves, we may cease to expand once they are achieved. If instead we invite the divine to forever move on us onward, forward, and ultimate will never settle down complacently before we have fulfilled our possibility. When we sit in meditation, our prayer should be, let me not be contented before the ultimate experience is showered upon me. So let us listen to this video where Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism talks about the experience as only religion.
Paramashivoham Nithyananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramashivoham Nithyananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nithyananda Dhanapeetham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places.
यतैते तांसि समिद्धः अग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुते अर्जुन ज्ञानाग्नि सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा. As the fire that is kindled burns into ashes the fuel, O Arjuna, in the same manner the fire of experience burns into ashes all the actions, the patterns that keep making the person repeat the same action. God. These are all straight attack. Understand, Bhagavan is not talking to you in a roundabout way. Simple truths, very straight. He says straight away, just like fire burns the fuel, the experience burns all the patterns. Over. I don't know what to comment on this. Such a simple truth being expressed in such small number of words. Please understand, such beautiful truth expressed in such a small number of words. Just as a blazing fire turns firewood into ashes, blazing fire turns fuel into ashes, the experience turns all the patterns into ashes. So strive in all possible ways to achieve experience. Let me define experience. What is experience? Experience is something flows into your system like a current or a vibration, makes your mind stop working in the same patterns in which it is functioning. Sometimes it can be very light current flow, sometimes it can be a wild explosion, but the vibrations which moves into your system and makes you understand the strong truth about yourself. See, that is the reason the Kundalini awakening and levitation liberates you so quickly, because every time I awaken your Kundalini, you are programmed to my inner space, patternless space. Every time your body jumps, some part of your patterns are destroyed. Every time your body moves, some part of your patterns are taken away. You can see every time when your body levitates, tell yourself, this time I'll be free from this pattern. I tell you, every time it is renovating your system. That's the exactly right word. Renovating your system. Every time the system in which you are living is renovated and rejuvenated. Because experience breaks any number of patterns. You may be thinking, oh no, not mine. You don't know the amount of patterns I have. But whether it is 1 ton firewood or 1 million ton firewood, kindled fire is capable of burning any amount of firewood into ashes. So the kindled experience, the awakened Kundalini, is capable of burning any amount of karmas, patterns into ashes. Work with all the intensity to experience the ultimate. To experience the ultimate. Experience. Kindled experience can lead you to any level, any amount, any path. Kindled experience can show you the truth. Kindled experience can lead you to reality. Awakened Kundalini can program your inner space pattern free. So work again and again and again and again for experience. Every day I am receiving more and more emails that people are practicing prana samyama. I am very happy about it, because wasting the time without working for experience is the crime. That is the reason every day I remind you to work for experience. Every day I insist you put your awareness and energy towards experience. The methods directly leading to experience. Unclutching, feeling connection, ajapa, enchanting, feeling connection, unclutching. Constantly I remind you. I know the modern day youth is really suffering. Humanity has never faced this crisis. I have created a 1-year program where you can study the spiritual truths.
Nitya Yoga practices to create healthy body. Spiritual discourses to develop mental health. Meditations that help balance emotions. Kriyas to break mental patterns that create suffering. Opportunity to express leadership qualities. Techniques that improve creative skills. Learn to break all self-limiting barriers to achieve your dreams. Yogam.
I am providing a platform for you to think, meditate, contemplate and decide about your future. I am giving you 1 year free food, shelter, clothes, above all the spiritual education and intelligence and intuition to take decision about your future.
Every participant is taught the Vedic truths to live life as it leads in a nurturing ambience, along with inspirational spiritual education that helps bring out the best and achieve one's highest potential.
Youth across the world can come and spend a year in Ananda Yogam to work on you to discover your future, to discover your destiny or recreate your destiny. I'll open my house for you for 1 year completely free. Come and stay here, discover and recreate your destiny.
Interviews at Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru. 97422 03311.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nithyananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nithyananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
It is for experience. This whole Dhyanapidam is created. For experience, all these temples are created. For experience, I am sitting alive. For experience, to give experience, I am bearing with all this nonsensical, foolish enmity. Yesterday again one bull is sacred for Hindus. One donkey, of course, even donkey is sacred for Hindus. What to do? Everything is sacred for us. Alright, one dash is telling me, still he keeps Venkateshwara in all his temples. It is indiscipline. He should not be in Madurai Adinam throne. This fool doesn't know. Still I have Mahavir in my temples. And I have spoken on Jain Sutras. Jnanasambandar conquered Jain monks. The Nithyananda Jnanasambandar has spoken on Jain Sutras. Understand, both are one and the same. He has conquered illusory, experienceless Jain monks into experiencing seekers. I did not conquer. I just tried to bring experience to Jain monks directly. That's all. Understand, both is same. He did not fight with Mahavira. He did not fight with Tirthankaras. No. The fellows who diluted Tirthankaras, the enemies of Tirthankaras, enemies of Mahavira only Jnanasambandha fought. Again, just like how Jnanasambandha has to fight with people who are sitting in Jainism but enemies of Mahavira. I have to fight with people who are sitting in Shaiva Siddhanta who are enemies of Jnanasambandha and Appar and Tirunavukarasar, Sundara and Shiva.
क्षदन्वनत्वमुभयोरार्थियोर्जा याश्च ते हस्त इषवः परात भगवो भव अवदत्यरनस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशते शुरे निशीर्याणवागुं पुत अनेशन्नस्येषव आपुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मेडुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नारदाय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुदरे नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिधे धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् गृणक्तु विश्वतः अधो यदिषुरिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठमृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदा शिवाय शङ्कराय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यवागवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्च पदये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पदये नमो नमः सस्मिञ्जराय त्रिशीमदे मदीनां पदये नमो नमो बब्लुषाय विव्याधिने नानां पदये.
When you don't have experience, religion becomes load. Religious centers become criminal planning centers. Religious heads become plot strategy planners. If you don't have experience, not only everything is waste, everything is dangerous. See the Vedic tradition, when Buddha comes, all the Vedic Pandits are conquered and they become Buddhists. When Shankara comes, all Buddhists are conquered and they become, again, belong to Vedic tradition. When Nagarjuna comes, again all the Vedic Pandits are conquered and they become Buddhists. What is going on? When Jnanasambandar comes again, all the Buddhists and Jain monks are conquered and they become Saivites. What is going on? What is truth? Understand, in Vedic tradition, the land of Vedic tradition in India, only one is respected. Only one thing, the experience. If somebody can give me the deeper experience than in which I am staying, I am just ready to follow him. I don't care about anything else. That is the only religion of Vedic tradition. That is why still we are alive, even after so much of invasion, attack, persecution and false prosecutions. The experienceless Jews, Romans who crucified Jesus, experienceless Jainas who were trying to kill Jnanasambandar, those same fellows are also only back. Experienceless Shaivites trying to abuse me. When you do not experience, when you don't have experience, not only everything is waste, everything is dangerous. The wealth they have in their hand, the infrastructure they have in their hand, everything is dangerous. The wealth, the social power, organization strength, everything is just for one thing, only one reason: giving experience, spiritual experience to people. I tell you, we will be alive, growing, expanding as long as we give spiritual experience to people. All our temples, centers, devotees, organizers, remember this one thing: as long as you conduct spiritual classes, programs, inspire people, share spiritual experience with them. You will be alive. Continuously put your energy in that direction. Even giving our book and telling them to read is sharing spiritual experience.
The ingenious program, a field of all possibilities. The children in the ingenious program are directly under the guidance of enlightened master Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Nithyananda is an incarnation and exudes the knowledge of conflict-free living. He states that enlightenment is our birthright. What an incredible gift for your child, a once-in-a-lifetime privilege to live and thrive in the energy field of all possibilities and give enlightenment to your child. Where every child can become a genius. Learning can unveil the genius in every child, provided it stimulates higher order thinking skills, positive self-esteem, teamwork, and an internal locus of control. Research has proven that holistic teaching methodologies paired with meditation stimulate whole brain functioning and result in self-directed, spontaneous, and creative lifelong learners. An enriched environment. When young children have an enriched environment conducive to early learning in life, they have higher IQ, cognitive intelligence, EQ, social emotional intelligence, and SQ, spiritual intelligence. These early experiences are critical for the development of the child. Peer pressure and destructive social conditioning can take its toll on the child. It can create negative thought patterns and destructive behaviors unless these enriching experiences are provided. An enriched environment includes whole brain activities which stimulate the utilization of both sides of the brain. The right brain is responsible for creativity, intuition, spontaneity, quantum memory, learning in a flash, and computer-like calculations. The left side of the brain is responsible for inner linear thinking and analysis. When both sides of the brain are integrated, performance is optimal. Brain yoga. Brain yoga activates the ability to balance the right and the left brain. This helps open the sixth sense. Children are given activities to balance both sides of the body simultaneously, using distinctive postures that stimulate both sides. The neurological brain patterns move from beta to alpha, increasing alertness and attention. Quantum memory. Quantum memory is a constant downloading of information without interference of the mind. Observation skills are directly related to memory skills. Reading without interference of the mind, reading at quantum speed, will lead to quantum memory without the mind getting in the way. Creative and performing arts. Dance, drama, music, sculpting, and design offered in the Ingenious program provide kinesthetic motor stimulation to engage the brainwave patterns, resulting in expanded creativity and resourcefulness. Sattvic food. Children are given the benefit of fresh sattvic food prepared to the standards according to the ancient Vedic lifestyle. The food is fresh, with fruits and vegetables. Vegetarian food creates radiant health in the body. Vedic cultural arts. Sanskrit chanting stimulates the brain to produce full brain coherence, developing clearer perception and integrated thinking. Chanting also promotes inner silence and improves the attention span. Meditation and expanded awareness. Meditation instills a deep silence in the child, resulting in deeper, richer perception and clarity in thinking. Ingenious produces the next step in evolution, a mature human being who functions at a higher state of consciousness. Expanded awareness provides the platform for a vision of all abilities of life, perfect health, prosperity, and life without conflict. What more could you ask for your child?
If I can just teach this one science to the kids, I will have millions of enlightened beings. Medical camps, Annadan, all this will not keep the Sangha alive. All these are only social services. It is like doing little good, sharing what you have. But the Sangha, the spiritual community will be kept alive only by having more and more spiritual experience and sharing more and more spiritual experience with others, giving more and more spiritual experience to others. See, in the young age, once I had the darshan of Kamakshi. I was walking in Tiruvannamalai. Suddenly in front of me I saw one divine form whose feet is not touching the ground. I rushed and tried to put my hand between her feet and the ground. I could see very clearly she was not on the ground. She was just above the ground. Then I realized she is Kamakshi. And she just started walking. I simply followed. I don't know how many hours it took, but without any non-stop, I reached Kanchipuram. When I came to awareness, I was there in Kanchipuram. I want to tell you this incident because it is very important. Earlier, just 2 days before, I had a discussion with Vibhudanandamuri, Mataji, Kuppammal. There was a casual conversation. She asked me, if God appears in front of you and asks, what do you want, what will you ask? I said, naturally, Atma Sakshatkara. That is the word I know at that time for enlightenment. Atma Sakshatkara, because that was the traditional Tamil word for enlightenment. She said, no, you should not ask for that. I was shocked and asked, what do you mean? Then what should I ask? She said, ask, you should never settle down. Become contented till you achieve the ultimate. I could not understand. Both mean same, na? She said, no. Whatever you understand as Atma Sakshatkara is not Atma Sakshatkara. So do not use any word and limit. If you ask for Atma Sakshatkara, at that time what you remember, what you understand, Devi will say Tathastu. You will have only that and you are stuck with that. As I should not rest until the ultimate, what needs to be done is done. Please understand, I asked her exactly that same thing. I remembered that Kuppammal's statement. I asked her exactly the same thing. And something happened in my left side of the heart like a black patch. I started feeling an experience, means like a unfulfillment, kind of a discontentment settling in my right heart. The patch of unfulfillment, like a mole on the skin, I felt. And it was there for quite a number of years. And slowly it started moving in my skin after many years. And around 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, 15 years, 16 years, 17 years, 18 years, 19 years, 20 years, 21 years, 22 years, 23 years, 24 years, 25 years, 26 years, 27 years, 28 years, 29 years, 30 years, 31 years, 32 years, 33 years, 34 years, 35 years, 36 years, 37 years, 38 years, 39 years, 40 years, 41 years, 42 years, 43 years, 44 years, 45 years, 46 years, 47 years, 48 years, 49 years, 50 years, 51 years, 52 years, 53 years, 54 years, 55 years, 56 years, 57 years, 58 years, 59 years, 60 years, 61 years, 62 years, 63 years, 64 years maybe 17 or 18, it went down to my navel center and became white patch. And still that white patch is there. When it became white patch, the discontentment has disappeared from me. After that only, I never had any discontentment. Maybe I can take it in the other sense. What needs to be achieved is achieved in this body. I tell you, if we trace some of my young age pictures, we will be able to trace that small black patch which later on disappeared. I can still remember very clearly, as not to get content till the ultimate experience happens. Please meditate on this one thing. Today all of you pray for this one thing from the ultimate. Let me not be content. Let me not feel settled till I achieve the ultimate. Till the ultimate starts happening in you. Because the discontentment is powerful enough to guide you towards that ultimate. Understand, if you feel discontent in money, that discontentment alone is enough, capable to teach you all the methods, to make you find all the methods to achieve money and make you achieve it. Deep discontentment inside your being is capable of showing you the path and making you achieve the ultimate. Do not settle down for anything you think as ultimate. Ask always, what divine thinks as ultimate, let that happen. Unfortunately, so many times you settle down for what you think as ultimate. No. Today, sit with a deep feeling connection, prayerful mood, request the divine, surrender to the divine, asking, let me not settle down, let me not feel contented, fulfilled, till what you think as ultimate is showered on me. Not what I think as ultimate. What you think as ultimate. Till that happens in this body, let me not settle down. Let me not be contented. Let the Master's presence intensely fulfill you all and make you experience the ultimate. Ask for the ultimate. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bangalore 562109. Contact 0974220331. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.
delusion. To face your